Good morning, Green Phonics Group. Well, yesterday I told you that we were doing the last digraph sound in the Phase 3 phonics system. So today I thought what we would do is we'd have a bit of a recap and we'd see how quickly you can tell me all the sounds on screen. Can you do them quicker than me? Now, I'm going to point to a sound and then I'm going to count in my head just to 2 and then I'm going to say the sound. See if you can beat me. If you can, that would be absolutely fabulous. Try and keep score. How many do you beat me on? Here we go. Are you ready for the first sound? Ah. F. Qu. Sh. O. Oi. Uh-oh. A. Ch. E. N. O. Ow. How did you do? I said those quite quickly, so if you beat me with those, then that means you really know your phonics sounds now, and that's amazing. If there are a few you were a little bit slower than me on, that's fine. Take a look at them now. Take the opportunity to look at them. Try and get them in your brain so that next time we play that game, you'll be even quicker. Okay? Now, we're doing something a little bit different today. We're not going to do our usual sound out the words. We're going to have a look at our Phase 5 tricky words today. So on screen, I've put a copy of the sheet that I will be emailing you with all your Phase 5 tricky words on. Now, we've been working on our Phase 3 and Phase 4, so hopefully you're there now with those and you can spell all of those. If not, go back and double check. Can you spell and remember how to read all of those Phase 3 and Phase 4 tricky words? This is Phase 5, so this is the next 5 that we need to be able to remember how to spell because they just don't work quite like we'd like them to. They don't work as phonetically as we like. Now, have a look down through them. We've got Mr., could, asked, there, Mrs., called, people, looked, and oh. Now, some people find as words get trickier, they like to use something called a mnemonic to remember how to spell it. Now, a mnemonic is a phrase that you say, that you remember the phrase, and the first letter of each word in that phrase helps you spell the word that you're trying to remember. Now, there are 2 mnemonics that I tend to use for 2 of these words. The first one is people. So people, lots of people find people a hard word to spell. So the mnemonic to help you remember that is people eat omelettes, plates left empty. So every single word tells you the next letter in the spelling of the word people. So people starts with a P. Eat starts with a E. Omelette starts with an O. Plates starts with a P. Left starts with a U. And empty starts with a E. So people is spelled people eat omelettes, plates left empty. So if you think a mnemonic would help you, then by all means use that to help you learn how to spell the words. The other one that we've got up here that I tend to use a mnemonic for as well is could, because could has a range of words that work with it. There's could, there's should, there's would. So if you can remember could, then I remember it as could Olivia unlock large doors. So could Olivia unlock large doors? Could Olivia unlock large doors? Okay. You don't have to use the mnemonic if you don't want to, but if you find that an easier way to remember how to spell the word, then by all means use it. Come up with some of your own if you'd like to. Now remember, you can also use the look, cover, write, check method. You can bubble write. You can write every letter in different colours. Whatever helps you to learn how to spell these words. But remember, we can't really sound them out, so we need to learn these words. We need to learn to be able to just recognise them and read them and write them. Okay, the other thing that I've sent through to you today is I have sent you 2 short stories from Twinkle. Now, both short stories are practicing all of our Phase 3 digraphs. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to read the story yourself. So no help, just sit there and read the story. And then there are 4 questions to answer to see how well you've understood what you've read. If you find reading those questions tricky, then someone at home can read them for you. Okay, if you can read them yourself, then that's amazing. But if you find some of the words in the questions tricky, then just ask someone at home and they can read them for you and see if you can answer the questions. This is called comprehension, and it's understanding what you've read. What do you understand from what you've read? So it's a really good way of practicing your phonics and checking that when you're sounding the words out, you're not just doing individual words, but you're listening to the whole sentence that you're reading. So have a go with that. Let me know how you get on, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.